30 years ago, James Bond returned to our screens, freshly rejuvenated for the modern age. The same number, the same agent, the same gun. No reboots or new continuity, just Pierce Brosnan taking on the role for the 1990s. The film was an undeniable success that proved 007 was just as relevant as he always had been decades before. And thanks to a recent trip to Poland, I had the perfect opportunity to have a go with the real-life firearms portrayed in that film. I am ecstatic to present to you the guns of GoldenEye.
Full speed! Grab it!
You can't win. See how it is.
All of you with your guns, you're killing your death for what?
It's what keeps me alive.
How are you doing, everyone? Bada Bing here. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so excited to finally be making firearm content. Can't wait until I get demonetized and arse raped by YouTube just for making cool stuff. Ah, who am I kidding? They're always doing that to me anyway.
I am invincible!
Now, I'd like to thank the professional and friendly staff at Big Gun Range in Krakow, Poland, for one of my favourite experiences ever. In as little as 3 hours from Bristol, England, I found myself arriving at a range that boasts the most extensive collection I have ever seen, and I was able to select various items that we saw from the big screen. Watching the film, it's actually rather difficult to choose a good selection beyond 2 or 3, as a lot of the ones that we saw were mainly relegated to background shots. Some of them were even unfired or so quick in between the cuts that screen time barely gave it the credibility to use. And even though they have a massive collection, the more obscure options just weren't available. So, following research on IMFDB and seeing what was on offer at the range, I was able to handpick 4 choices for this video. Before we get into the list, if you're enjoying the show so far and you are new to the channel, welcome. I mainly specialise in airsoft gas blowback content and coffee. Not just any coffee, I'm talking about 100% single origin, ethically sourced and small batch roasted Bada Bing Coffee. I got into coffee roasting to go along with this YouTube thing, and I've been providing the tastiest coffee since 2023. Check out badabingcoffee.com and pick up a bag or 2. All of my coffee orders will ship out with some extra goodies, so long as I resist the temptation to devour my supply of mini Toblerones. And also, these have just arrived. The true star of GoldenEye that isn't Xenia Onatop, the AKS-74U. To celebrate this super sexy AK, I've got a couple of printed patches that are available on my website. These large Velcro patches are beautifully vibrant and elegant. I think my airsoft fans would be particularly interested in these because the airsoft manufacturer, VFC, have just released their own AKS-74U gas blowback rifle. I have another design in the pipeline if these do well, so if you love GoldenEye and the 74U, like me, you'll love these.
It appears we share the same passions.
Before we get into it, disclaimer, I was using these Ray-Ban Wayfarer smart glasses for the footage here, and to comply with the safety regs, I had to wear shooting glasses over them, which obviously would distort the image. It was a total pain in the ass, but I wasn't going to argue with them. I lost some clarity and detail, although you can still see exactly what's going on. First up, it has to be
Walther PPK, 7.65mm. Only 3 men I know use such a gun. Believe I've killed 2 of them.
Yes, the famous sidearm chambered in 7.65mm was a priority for me, and despite its small stature,
7.65 mil with a delivery like a brick through a plate glass window.
The PPK marks the second real pistol I have ever fired, so internally I was nerding out so hard.
From something that big to something this big.
And reload. Okay. Three times.
I would have loved to have fired one suppressed, but I guess I'll have to make do with the silenced PP7 on the classic Nintendo 64 video game. And of course, my toy airsoft version. Makes for a terrible airsoft gun, but for a display piece it's not too bad.
Straight up, with a twist.
I reviewed this one recently, which was quite fun. Tap the card up here to see it.
Do you know how to use one of these?
Yes.
Good.
The Makarov is up next, and its presence was a trifle limited in the film, but we did get to see it used, including this close-up shot here.
Move out. Finish the job, James. Blow them all to hell.
You have 10 seconds.
The one I had the pleasure of using was actually a Chinese Norinco Model 59. I found the Makarov to be a comfortable handgun to hold, with its contoured grip fitting my hand perfectly. My familiarity with this particular model was spotty at best, which confused me when realizing the safety catch is all ass backwards. Still, the handgun's recoil was controllable to the extent where returning to target was achievable in short order. Seen carried by a few soldiers and also at the hands of Sean Bean's 006. Chinese Type 56-1s were used on screen posing as AK-74s. These were shown fitted with a mock-up AK-74 muzzle brake. At big gun range, they appeared to only have a domestically made Polish AKMS Sporter rifle. So just as the filmmakers took creative liberties, I too used a different rifle as a stand-in for the stand-in. Prior to using this underfolder, I had used a fixed stock AKM, both in Krakow and many years ago when I visited Russia. The fixed stock is vastly superior. You know what, the best thing about using an AKMS is when you give it back. It really looks cool with the underfolder, but I know exactly what they mean when users remark of its uncomfortability when shooting. The stock rails are wide and they interfere with hearing protection, and it's generally an unpleasant experience. It's no wonder it was in such good condition. No one wants to use it. And finally, we've come to the AKS, the beautiful AKS 74U, which is pretty much a cast member just as much as Brosnan himself, and he used it with brutal effects. Now, I know it's just a film, and questioning elements of the plot is an exercise in futility, but a British agent shooting up a military headquarters, killing half a battalion stationed there before stealing a tank and causing millions of rubles in damages to the Russian taxpayer. And apparently, these are the bad guys. Yeah, you can't do that, mate. Not now, anyway. 1964? Yeah, crack on.
What would it take for you to see things my way?
Ah, yes. 50 no's and a yes means yes. Ah, you see that? He's getting it. Makes no sense at all, I just wanted to point it out. Yes, I forgot why I was here again. And the AKS 74U here is a 1990 dated carbine produced by Tula, and good God was this thing stunning. I was surprised by its light weight. Most of its heft came from the front end, and when I began delivering 545, that muzzle flash took me by surprise.
Tula. Suka. Shit.
This little beauty provided a savage yet pleasurable shooting experience, much like Xenia on a top, I suppose. Savage yet pleasurable. It was comfortable to hold, and it was begging to be tamed. Am I talking about her or the gun? Who knows, really? I love her.
This time, Mr. Bond, the pleasure will be all mine.
So far, it's my favourite AK variant to shoot.
Boys with toys.
While the fixed stock AKM was a blast, the 74U was just special, and I'm looking forward to going back so I can spend a bit more time with it. Guys, if you have any other recommendations on movies I should cover, please let me know in the comments, and I would love to try and make that happen for you. Perhaps get some clearer footage while I'm at it. Now, I just might have the footage to cover GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64. Who knows? Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed yourself.
We aim to please.
If you did, it would mean the world to me if you would support my little channel. You can do the usual by liking, sharing, subscribing, even donating, or you can give your body the much required hit of raw energy and a superbly rich taste sensation by buying a bag of Bada Bing Coffee. It's ethically sourced, small batch roasted and posted by me, your new favourite coffee roaster. To complete the Bada Bing experience, orders will ship out with some beautiful merch, and as long as I have some left over, mini Toblerones. Link is in the description below, and I cannot wait to fire up the roaster for you. Again, thank you very much for watching. Look after yourselves, my friends.